everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Rock and Token Talking Sunday Sabbath show. We're just waiting for everybody to connect. So excited. Um, this is always a nerve-wracking part. Welcome, Robert. Hi, Robert. How are you? You're the first one here. It's usually I can't hear you. No, nada.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you. How are you? You're the first one here. This usually takes about 10 minutes for everybody to get on. How you doing?
Good. How are you today? You got
Uh,
you got you got Kim here.
Hi, how are you,
You
sir?
got my daughter Maria. Hey,
Oh, she's hiding in the back there. I see that.
Damien,
Oh,
and my son Damien.
oh
So they're
wow.
gonna watch the interview.
Okay, great. I really
Yeah.
hope everybody shows up. This is always the last minute um I don't know, countdown. Everybody confirms, double confirms, triple confirms, calls me the minute before, and then boom, I don't know. And sometimes I wonder if it's nerves, like from the lesser known people, if they're just, get all nervous and don't know how to talk to people.
You're probably right. I mean, a lot of people. It takes a certain breed. We're a certain breed. You
I
know,
know, right?
we're a special breed. We just I mean, but yeah, I mean, I know some people that are just terrified. I know some people that can't even play in the studio because they can't they don't have the time, but they can
Really?
play live. Oh yeah,
Weird.
Fred Curry was one of them from Cinderella.
Wow.
Okay, if you look at any Cinderella album, through five, he's never played drums on any of the albums, but he tours with them. Okay, he got really nervous in the studio. He couldn't play steady,
Right.
so they had to
Well,
hire a drummer to do the drum parts, man. But I know a lot of people like that. I know guitar players that can't play in a studio because they can't count,
you're
but they can
right.
play live. You
Welcome,
know,
Ben. How are
so
you?
you know.
Excellent. How you doing,
Good.
Kelly? Hey, Rob.
Hey,
we're
how you doing,
doing
partner? Good to see you again.
Good to see you again, man.
we're
Awesome.
doing the
Yeah,
wait.
man, we got to jam sometime.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you guys do. You guys do.
Totally.
Yep. There's a great list of
Cool.
if you're looking for specific things, I definitely like to just say, and I said this like a year and a half ago. I wish I could just pick and choose from all the people I know and make a super band and just be like,
Yeah, that would be
now maybe
cool.
they'll listen to me, right? Now maybe they'll actually be like,
Well,
hmm,
it could be done, man. My buddy over here on the other side, I mean, he's got the bass back there and all that. So, I mean, I write in treble or bass, but I write everything, So I play just about everything too. I don't know if we never really talk. I play guitar, bass, drums, keyboards,
oh,
All
what
right.
are
vocals,
those weird?
everything on the song that you heard. I did. Oh, huh?
You're
Very
the
cool.
envy of most musicians, right? You just walk up to something you've never seen before and go, and make it play, right?
Yeah, but it's nothing like having your brothers up there jamming with you, so you
That's
can't
true.
can't do it all yourself, man. You got to have a
Can't.
team.
You
But
can't.
what I was saying is, I mean, I can write something in tab or whatever for him, send it to him, through our beautiful airwaves that we have here, and then he can record his part and then send it back to me. And we can do all kinds of cool stuff nowadays. So that's the beauty of this, you
Wait,
Absolutely.
know.
And I think with, I know the whole virus topic has been beaten to death, but it really, and I mentioned this in other shows, is the mother of invention. And we've really come so far as far as remote jamming and remote
Right.
recording.
now
And
that you guys are
Yeah, and
involved,
you're really not that far. You're really not that far, man. I can like send you down here, to beautiful South Florida here, and you can
okay,
come in
wait a
my
minute.
recording
No, no, no,
studio
no.
and lay down the
I,
track,
all right.
you know.
I'm, no,
I'm here, man.
uh,
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly.
So fucking cold up here.
Doug Lee
I got
Kelly.
so many people in
Guys, I wanna
Florida.
go, I wanna go, I wanna
So
go.
many people. So many people. But I think what was funny is that, you know, a year ago, a little more than a year ago, I said, "Oh, we should do online content," and we were trying to figure it out. I've been posting things from my online events that you know, a year ago we didn't know how to get people to be charged a ticket price on Facebook. We didn't know the platforms,
Right.
like, you know, and then we had all these incredible submissions, and you know, I've been ahead of the game almost. But if I said it, it sounds silly, and then next week somebody else says it's a great idea, and it's all out there, and everybody's doing it now, right?
Well,
It's so
well,
frustrating.
let me ask you something, because yesterday you were, you know,
Welcome,
you
Steve.
weren't in a
Too.
very good mood. Yeah, you were kind of like when we were talking, not in a good mood. I know you didn't feel well. But let me ask you today. You know, you have some certain people on there, but I can bring some certain people for you if you want. Okay.
I really
You
appreciate
ever heard the
this.
band Saigon Kick? You ever hear of
Yeah,
Saigon Kick?
I have.
Love
I
is on
have.
the way. All that.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that'd be awesome.
Saigon Kick are a rival band of mine. They're all my friends. Phil Verone has played with everybody from, well, I mean, he's been with Rat. He's been with Jakey Lee. He's
Oh my
been with a
God.
bunch of people. He's a dear friend of mine.
What commercial
I
is
can get
that
him on the show for you.
for where
Huh?
Rat did a commercial for Geico or an
Yeah,
insurance company?
yeah,
I laughed so
yeah.
hard. I think I almost spewed coffee on that one. I was like,
That's a
I take her
That's
half off
great
awesome.
commercial.
minute. Right?
There's a
But
little
you
rat
know,
problem we have.
yeah,
I
we have
mean,
a rap problem.
um,
That was honestly, I
But
mean,
I was gonna talk. I was gonna talk to you about that, and then I was gonna reach out to I was gonna reach out to either Fergie or Big Mick, and I'm not gonna promise because we'll see what happens, but I'm gonna give you my word that I'm gonna reach out
so
and try to get Lars or somebody to talk with you. Okay.
that would be really cool. And I
All right.
cannot wait to share with you the family that wants to meet him. And this is something that, welcome, Steve, by the way. How are you,
What's
brother?
up, everybody? What's up, Kelly, Robert, Ben?
Hey.
Hey,
hi,
Okay,
Steve.
how you doing, bro?
I still think you look like Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
I don't have the
Like
hat
the little
though today,
version. I know
so
you don't, but it's like, wait. There
the
it is.
Uchi
Anyway,
Gucci Gucci's.
Nice.
so that, yeah, right. Imagine do that for your whole career.
So where's he at? Where's he at?
This is
I know my buddy's in Boston. I know
Yeah,
that
I'm in
you're.
Boston.
he's
We're in
in
Oh, you're
Boston.
in
Boston
Boston.
too.
You're in Boston too.
Yeah.
Everybody's in Boston.
Well, Steve and I actually play together. We've
Yeah,
been.
they're in
Oh,
the same
okay. I didn't
band.
know that. Okay. All
So
right.
Yeah,
the
I'm.
lovely thing right here is Ben is my new contact and co-host. Steve is also the weekly co-host for Sunday Sabbath.
Okay. Is
And
Steve a
great
guitar player
links.
or
Hold on, let me
oh,
finish.
I just wanted to know what instrument he plays. What
Uh,
Steve do with the band?
okay. We'll get into
Okay.
what he does, but he is now on my Rock and Joke and Talking team as a professional with a lot of incredible links to doing stuff.
Sweet. Nice.
Rob is now on our team as well as wanting to do my compilation album and
Yeah.
hoping to connect us with some awesome things and people. So I'm really glad that you're all here. Um, I don't know where everybody else is yet, but you know, we'll see who shows up, right? This happens. But I just think that right here it's a whole team. So I mean, I'd love to hear what instruments you play and talk about what you do, Steve, outside of
Well,
that.
Kelly, can I just bring something up to Steve while he's right here? I saw now that one of your listings is CEO of Online Solutions,
Remote music solution.
Remote Music Solutions. Okay, and I was going to ask you about that. Maybe when you get to that after you talk about the guitar and
Yeah. All right. So, like in a nutshell, I play a bunch of instruments, but guitar
Nice.
I play the most. The one thing that I'd say is that in order to make a living playing and teaching guitar, I play a lot of different styles. So there's kind of a range there. Beyond that, in the pandemic, I've been doing some work, with remote collaborations and putting together. for schools. I'll put together virtual recitals and everything like that. So what do I do? Really,
Nice.
guitar is fair. You can just say guitar. I play a bunch of other instruments. Guitar is the main thing. And then beyond that, though, I'm really into all different types of remote applications, whether that's something like what Kelly's running right here, or a produced video where everybody's submitting their parts. Ben and I have something that we're putting together like that right now.
Now, I
Nice.
would love to do that,
Nice.
but I am now running like 5 shows, solo interviews, trying to get 30 or 40 people a week to get here on time, show up, and then, look at what happens. There should be like 4 or 5 other people here. But
This is
he
great.
is going to take, I hope, our show and take it to the next level of production with a better platform and a better way of doing it, where everybody can be on screen at the same time and it sounds really good, because all I do is butcher the sound quality of these wonderful things.
Well, let me say, it's not you. I say, Zoom is kind of like McDonald's. It's very accessible to people, but it's not the highest quality.
But now it's
go
what
ahead.
people know, and old timers barely know that. So getting them to learn install even
All I
Zoom
need,
has
if we
been.
want to do Rock Out Loud, all I need is a list of the emails of the people that are going to be there. I had my 50th birthday party on Rock Out Loud, and it was awesome. And but we can do it. We'll just do it in Zoom, and then whenever you feel like stepping up to some better audio quality, we'll try Rock Out Loud live.
I
Right.
think that's a great way to do it. I really do. I think really excited.
Sounds like Steve has your back there. Sounds
I
like
got a
Steve
lot
has
of
your
good
back, baby.
people, and it
There you
sounds
go.
like between
That's
us
good.
all, we got a lot of good people.
I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear that people have a heart out there. It's hard to find, man.
It is, and it's hard to, like we said, sift through the frauds. And I think, I don't know, I'd love to tell you guys, just another heart-wrenching story. So I was in Florida at the time, and I was like very alone. It was when I first started reaching out, and the very first artist was a fraud, claiming to be the original front man. And if you know your Pantera history, you'd know that Donny Hart was the original singer before they got their first singer. Okay, so their childhood friend in the garage singing all their stuff, right? I knew that. This guy said he was Donny Hart and sort of fished me for months. I did a lot of work for him that went nowhere. Then I traveled 2 states away to go meet him on the promise of benefit shows and concerts and help and all the support and love. I get there, he's a meth head in the middle of nowhere.
Oops.
Wow.
And I spent all my money getting up there, because I believe in the music. And I believe, and I witness stories all the time. You pack your bags, you go, and you just trust that something magical is going to happen. Fate intervenes, and it does, right? So with all the hope in the world, I go up there, and and this guy does this. And then I call up eventually the real Donny Hart, who's in a Desperado band. It's called Desperado, and it's an Eagles tribute band. They're pretty good, but he obviously was not the front face of Pantera. Like, he just didn't have the aggression, right? And
Right.
I messaged them, and the guy said, "Oh, this sounds like a scam." And I cried for 2 days, right? I'm like, it's not. And he's a very hard guy to pull for interviews anyways. But I would really, really like to get him on one. Oh, here's Chuck Cooley. Oh, this is going to be awesome. This guy's a riot.
Chuck.
He's a friend of mine from Texoma, who's now, I'm not sure if he's made it all the way to Nashville or where he is.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck, how are you?
I'm all right, man.
Thanks so
Okay.
much for joining us. I know you were a little bit nervous about the platform. I think once you click your face button so you can see your face.
Where's that at? Oh, right there. I mean, I'm like half awake, man. I'm like, I
think we all are.
Between all of us, we're one awake person.
Yeah,
It
probably.
might be a picture of like a video camera. And I think if you click the picture of the video camera.
I think I did. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm like half awake right now. I just woke up like 2 minutes ago.
Isn't that a great accent?
Okay.
Okay. They don't even hear it too. It's like, oh, down there is great. Yeah.
Where is it at, man? I got his picture. There's a little me there, and that's it. Yeah. Why is there something always wrong with this when I come on here?
This is now the 6th time we've tried to have Chuck Cooley on here. We will do it
Goddamn,
eventually,
man.
brother.
Yeah, I don't know really what to do here.
There must be a little camera, like it looks like a video camera,
I just see
or
record. It's recording me. Yeah, that's it.
where's the button if you're using your phone? Anybody using a phone?
Well, I mean,
Well, mine's at the bottom left hand.
Did you, Chuck? Did you get a link on Facebook?
yeah, I went to that. I got the thing set up on my phone. I went to that link and it shipped me back to Facebook, and it brought me over here when she accepted me.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
well let's
I'll
just
go. You want me to log off and try back again?
sure.
Let me try that. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
So, when I tried to go to the link on my phone, it wouldn't let me do it from Facebook. So I'm going to copy the link and drag that into, I guess, Safari. And, see if that.
Over here real quick. I'm going to.
There is
You know what I do every time we have a show is when you send me the link on Facebook, I copy it and email it to myself, and then I go in through my email.
Oh, here we go.
it says that.
now you're
All right,
in here.
Kelly,
twice.
can you let me in? Well, I'll do a test here. But I'll say this: when I just did the link, let me turn the volume down. Yeah, wait. Can you see? Let's see. There we go.
It sucks that we only get 40 minutes for these.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, that's
All right, I gotta close. But I have an answer for Chuck. Chuck,
Yeah, what's up?
what I would do is copy the link that from Facebook. Copy that into Safari or Chrome or whatever your browser choice is. I think it'll work if you do that.
Okay, cool.
Oh, hold on 1 second, guys.
Well, there's something there. There's my video. Hang on, my video's coming up. Sure, right now. I got it. There we go.
Hey,
All right.
Fist raise out, brother. How are you?
Oh, that's great. Let me get my hat on, man.
Right.
I don't see him.
You
I
don't
didn't-
see
I
him.
didn't-
I see him, Chuck. That works.
Yeah,
Right.
I see you, brother.
I
Nice
just,
to have you.
We're all
yeah,
here.
I actually just clicked on my name, head down here in the corner, and then all this.
There we go.
All these buttons popped up that I need to hit. So yeah,
Hey,
Yeah, there we
Chuck,
go.
how you doing, brother?
I'm all right, man. I'm live.
All right.
There you go. Welcome to Sunday Sabbath. This is my lovely co-host for Sunday Sabbath, it's Steve Marchena and Ben Cable. And we have Robert Bynes all the way from Florida chatting with us today. And where are you at right now?
Me?
Where am I?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm on a farm right now.
No, no,
Cows, pasture, this, that.
Chuck, where are you
Yeah.
at?
I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I know, and I spent a lot of time up in Oklahoma. It's a weird place right now because you're kind of open. You guys are doing concerts and events, and
Yeah,
you
we
guys
are. Yeah,
might be the only
I,
place.
listen, I know, like, I mean, I'm getting ready to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for the only individual to take more pictures with 4 or more people within the picture. I've got like over 15,000 pictures of touring around the world, of getting these big group shots with me and Fist Raise High thing. And so I've contacted as many people as I can. I don't know anybody that's really caught.
That's the thing. They're out there.
Wait. Are you talking about caught COVID?
Yeah, this is the thing.
Okay, all
Okay,
right.
my friends, hold on. My friends out there are throwing 1,000 people concerts.
Yeah, I have 2 dead friends my age, dead. 2 of them dead. I also have 4 friends who have lost parents. So consider yourself very lucky if this hasn't killed anybody close to you.
Okay,
But I do think that precautions are in order.
Oh, yeah, I
okay,
think
here's
you
my
always
thing.
I think you always should take precautions. What I'm saying is what happened to the flu and and all the other things that we have. Those are like they no longer exist.
I can answer that. What happened? The reason the flu used to be so catchy is because we didn't practice social distancing and we weren't masking. So because people have been doing things remotely, that's what happened to the flu.
I agree. I
That's
agree.
true.
Now that makes sense. That makes sense.
I
Totally.
have a lot of people that I care about out in Texoma right now, which is the Texas, Oklahoma area. And this has kind of made me an outcast, even talking about the fact that they're out there doing concerts, no masks, they're smoking joints, they're gathering, they're
Oh, they're wearing masks.
nothing happened.
They're
Yes,
wearing masks, but they're still we're
not what
past the
I
11
see.
o'clock.
Not when I look at videos of live, the events. I know what's
Oh,
happening, right? Because I know the people.
I
Right?
think at the bars. I haven't really been out to the bars that much because I haven't done a show in 6 months, and
But
that's only because I chose not to.
we talked about COVID. We talked about the vaccines for months and months and months now, and all the controversy over it. How worried I really am about the people out there because they have this "forgive me, brother, but like God will save me" attitude. I'm just gonna go do it anyways, and it's
Can
like
I make,
a little scary.
Kelly, if whatever saves us, whoever it is giving us the power to stay home. They're giving us the power to have masks. They're giving us medications. They're giving us modern health. And on top of that, which from the higher power we've never had before, they're giving us remote ways of playing music.
That's very true. That's very true. But
Okay.
right now, I am sitting back in the red zone in Ontario, going back into forced lockdown, no communication with family, no going outside your house, curfews, because
Damn.
some places are doing this, and I don't know how to feel about it. Part of me wants to say, screw it, let's just move on with life because we got to. And then the other part of me is like, this is the reaction in people in populated places. Because when it hits in a populated place, we don't have the resources to handle it. We really don't. We talk about numbers in hospitals, and that's a really real thing because we don't have any bed space in hospitals to begin with in Ontario. I mean, I know women who go into labor, they go in the hospital, they come out 4 hours later carrying a baby. Like, it's unreal. I know people who die in the waiting rooms of heart attacks and strokes and things because they're there 12 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours.
I know Germany's pretty closed off too. I got a bunch of people over there, and they said it's pretty shut down there in Germany.
But
so.
I also have this like heart where it's like, God, I would be there if I had the option. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I'll tell you, I don't feel conflicted. To me, it's just a matter of we just all need to get on the same page and shut everything down. If we do that, we'll get it under control. I was just talking with my friend in Australia the other day. The Guns N' Roses is coming to Australia to play the biggest stadiums in November.
Oh wait, no. Apparently they're in Nashville right now, recording in a studio.
I believe they're recording.
Another bullshit. I'm sorry. Oh my God, that has actually had me up for 2 days. I have not slept. I've cried. I'm just heartbroken over this. But well,
Kelly, they're also. Hey, Kelly.
Mm.
They're in Nashville, and they're also getting ready to play with Metallica, right?
Which is
Oh yeah, that's pretty crazy, man.
Anybody, I think I filled you in, Chuck, what happened and why we didn't get you on the last one. There's something really deep about this guy's music and his videos and his travels. And one of the first things I watched by him, because it was my mama bear who said, you got to check this guy out. And she knows anything good out that way, right? I said, for sure. And one of his first videos, he was walking by an arena and said, oh, I've seen my first concert here, one of my first few. And one of them, he mentioned Girls' School. And I'm like, well, this guy knows his shit, right? And then he plays, and the music has soul. So if I know we haven't been able to get it to sound right in Zoom, but it looks like you want to play a song, don't you, brother?
Oh no! I got a new guitar here. And I got to figure it.
Oh, it's a safety blanket sort of thing.
I thought we were gonna get a tune, brother.
I know.
Oh, I can do that easy. Y'all smoke and drink?
Of course.
I mean, some people don't. They try to take a.
I mean,
I did for a while.
Try to
I try
place
to put
no
in-
judgments on nobody because I smoke pot and I know that in certain parts of the states, and I mean, I smoke a lot of pot.
my,
That's about all I do.
there's my wife.
Cigarettes.
My wife is getting ready to go to work, and she's like, "I want to be in this. I want to do this." Yeah, so, yeah, she plays the harmonica with me and all the percussion and sings
Yeah.
backup with me. And she just learned like a year and a half ago, and we already got put in the Stone magazine here 2 years ago. And she only worked 9 months to get in there. I mean, it took 28 years. One guy, you ever seen that movie Pray for Rock and Roll with Gina Gershwin?
No,
You ever seen that movie called Pray for Rock and Roll with Gina Gershwin?
no.
She's sitting on the toilet in the beginning of it. Here I am. Am I the chick that just the bitter old chick that would never give up, or I just didn't know when the getting was good? You know what I mean? And I'm 52, and I still believe that the story needs to be told, and so I try to keep positive all the time, man. I mean, there's days I get down, but not very long. I can't stay like that. That's pathetic to me. So to be depressed like that, yeah. I got a little song. All right, baby. I'll see you in a bit. That's all I want to do.
Can I make a request?
Huh?
Can I make a request for Disposable Human,
Oh, yeah, I can do that one here. Yeah.
please?
Yeah, I'll do it here. I can do it here in just a minute. I want to do this one real quick for you. It's a short little ditty. It goes, all I want to do is get stoned. All I want to do is get drunk. All I want to do is get laid. All I want to do is go home and go to sleep now. Break the bottle up and put it in a bowl. Light that motherfucker up before we get back on the road. All I want to do is get stoned. All I want to do is get drunk. All I want to do is get laid. All I want to do is get fucked up with you.
Oh yeah, woo!
That's the song we do at the closing of the night of our shows, and I tried to quit playing it because there's people love that little. We got a punk rock ending on it. We speed it up real fast. But anyways, though, man, yeah, I'm barely awake, so get himself on guitar.
I think that song really, really spoke to me. If you don't feel like playing the song now, I can always add it into the episode as well, or at the
Yeah,
end.
because they got the new video. There's 2 videos out of it. The one I did way back, but the video, the new one released is with John Halata, who's no longer with us, and he was in a band called The Joint Effect and another band called Screaming Red Mutiny, and he died leaving my birthday bash on December 23rd, and died. He was hit by a drunk driver. Him and his wife were smashed by completely going the wrong way. 90 miles an hour, ran right into him. They were going 65, and he died on Christmas Day. And he was a phenomenal, just a blessed soul. And his wife, though, has been through a living nightmare trying to learn to walk again and to fight. Her struggle coming back has been pretty impressive, actually. But his son, his name is Zach, and he, how we met was that I was playing with Zach Wild here in Tulsa, and I was out on the side of the stage taking pictures when all of a sudden Zach stopped the show, and he saw some guy with a little kid with long hair walking through the crowd, and he said, "Bring that kid up here, bring that." And Zach Wild picks him up there and goes, "What's your name?" He goes, "My name is Zach." He's just like 4-year-old kid with super long hair, and he goes, "Well, that's my name too, because I know I was named after you." So I'm snapping all these pictures. Well, they saw me, his wife and them, and so they found me on Facebook, and I sent them the pictures. Next thing you know, me and this guy become good friends, and he's on the Disposable Human.
Okay. I mean, if you actually pay attention to all the gazillions of posts I make, I do a daily Zach's back, because that is like, yeah, that's the man who can wear the pants. I don't know. He's like the best. But right here we got, I think, some pretty special people, and I think combined we can do a lot of awesome stuff. So I'm really glad you all came today, and that we got a chance to meet you all, one another.
I have a question, Chuck.
Yeah.
Just you were talking about being on side of the stage while Zach Wild was playing. Out of curiosity, what were you doing? I don't really know what what your situation was? Were you in another band playing?
Yeah, we opened up for him. Yeah, so at Rocklahoma, I was with him. We played the same stage there, the second main stage, and that was the Hell Yeah, Zach. And I played Rocklahoma like 7 times now, and I love playing it. It's a hot motherfucker out there though, man. I'm a big guy, so I used to be last time I played there I weighed 380, and now I'm down to like 270. So, but man, when you're that big and walk around with 3 shirts on, all in black, it's not fun.
I think it's weird.
Yeah, Zach was. I played with him 4 times, and he never like even noticed me the first 3 times. It wasn't until one of his guitar techs, Brian Blizzard. I guess this guy, made guitars. Or he did the Randy Rhoads Flying V double neck guitar. Brian Blizzard did, and it's in the Hall of Fame or wherever the Music Hall of Fame. And but he got Zach into me because he was a big fan of mine, and so it was just weird how the 4th time I played with him, he finally. I got one of his jackets over here. He gave me. It was a Doom Crew one where it's all frayed on the ends, and the zipper's broke and it stinks really bad, but it's his and it stays hanging up over there.
Wait, you have Zach Wild stink in your house, man? I would trade anything for that.
You're gonna have a house guest before you know it.
Oh,
Check us out.
down
This
here
is
I have a
funny.
lot of collectibles as well, Zach.
Yeah, this is a 7-foot mannequin right here. And it's built like Zach Wild. It's got it all tattooed out his arms, and he's got Zach's eyes and face, but I put a beard on him so I wasn't looking at Zach all the time. So
So Chuck and Steve, well, before you guys chimed in here, Rob and Kelly and I were talking about how this show is great for meeting people and connecting with other musicians and other people in the industry. And we were talking about how, even if just portions of people who've been here, big guests or been on interviews, get together and do either something remote or something like that. How great the show could be for everybody in such a fun way.
Exactly. Robert is kind enough to be looking at doing a compilation album I've been compiling for the last 2 years. Everybody's donated so much incredible stuff. I'd really love it if you threw something on there, Chuck.
I no problem at all. Anything for you.
Oh,
if
man,
you somehow through what you're going through has somehow guided some of the most magical metal musicians ever. I mean, I actually, to be honest, yesterday you logged me in, and there was the guys from Anvil, and I played with them at Rocklahoma, and I mean his drum solo was the best drum solo I've ever seen, ever played. And there's a lot of badass drummers there, but he kind of ruled the day. But I got online there and I was like, my the voice wouldn't, where the audio wouldn't work, and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? I was tripping out, dude.
Yeah, I know. And he was really nervous about coming on today.
I think I was. Yeah, I was a bit.
Yeah. Thomas Bickstrom messaged me and he apologized about the time difference. I just didn't message him quick enough. He usually does everything I ask. I just say, hey, can you help? And he's like, yeah, but I'll be there. So there was going to be a few other people here today, but eventually I think we'll all collaborate on something. And I hope that you reach out to Ben and Steve and, Robert, and I think Robert especially, because maybe your sounds will mesh a little more than you think. What do you? What would you label your style of music as? What genre? Yeah.
I've been asked that for years. People, because I was in Berserker. That was a full-on epic metal band. That's what they called us. Is the first, and they said all kinds of other things, but everything we sang about was just shocking. We're just like a clean-cut Marilyn Manson. We would just sing about history, and we were all clean-cut back then. And and
would you define it as red dirt metal?
No, I hate that title.
Fuck, what does that even mean?
I'm from the Red Dirt area, and I can't stand that title. I just kind of like, how Led Zeppelin is called Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath, and Joan Jett. I kind of just call it Chuck Cooley, but because all the bands from back then, none of them sound alike. And though they may have influenced each other, Styx don't sound like Sabbath, and Zeppelin don't sound. They all are totally different. And that's the kind of thing. I think they broke the mold with Trend back then. They were all trend killers doing their own thing. And I think when they were like, when you watch them and you look up to them, I think they're not telling you be like me. I think they're saying, look at what you could be. You could be you, all of you. Just let go, And so that's what I took from all that. And so but if I had a title for it, it'd be called Dark, Heavy Southern Acoustic Groove Rock.
Okay, that is like the longest subgenre now I have to study. I mean, because as a podcaster, people are like, why don't you do this genre and that genre? And, why is there no Viking metal or, I don't know.
That's what Berserker was really one of the first. Them and we were us and Manowar. But was Manowar? I need to know this. Were they serious or were they kind of comical at the same time? Were they like Tenacious D? Because it seems like they're kind of like Spinal Tap. It seems like they're kind of joking about what they're doing. I never knew whether they were serious.
Who are you asking about?
I think they took themselves pretty serious, honestly. That's a Boston
songs, man.
That's another Boston band.
Oh, wow.
It's the second time I've heard Boston bands being mentioned in the last 2 episodes. They were talking about Foghat, and somebody we had here the other day was talking about playing with Foghat, and
that was me. Those are my friends.
Was that you? Was that, okay.
Is Buddy Guy's House of Blues there?
We don't.
No, Buddy Guy's House of Blues in Chicago.
Rob, was that you that played with them? And Molly Hatchet, that was the other one.
Yeah,
I played with Foghat. I played with them and Marshall Tucker and Blackfoot and Jackal.
You know all my buddies.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, the 6 degrees of magical separation on my page has been fake in the fucking making, excuse my language, and it happens over and over and over and all the way around the world. And I'm like, how did it happen? Because I do not go onto Facebook and go, who do you know? I just reached out to people one at a time, and it just is what it is. That is really cool.
So everybody's clarified on who I played with and who I worked with, so nobody gets confused. First band that I actually was in that toured was a band called Cryptic Curse. We were out with Sabotage, King Diamond, Motorhead, Doro.
Yeah.
After that, I got into a band called Freedom Cage, which was a band way ahead of its time. Hair glam rock. From there, I was got in doing merch for Molly Hatchet. I got a phone call from a friend, and they needed a merch guy, so I got in that. At the same time, I was with the band Cameo, which was a Grammy band. They do Word Up and all that. I'm not sure Cameo.
You know Chris Dejeric from Jungle Rock?
Hang on. I was Jonathan Moffat, Sugarfoot's Moffat, drum tech for 3.5 years with Cameo. We did everybody from Elton John to George Michaels, you name it. From there, Molly Hatchet. Got promoted to Molly Hatchet for tour manager and stage manager and backup drummer if Sean needed a drummer, because he's got his second pacemaker now. From there, I played with Tony from Great White. He's like my little brother, even though we're not related. And did the 3 years touring with Tony while he was still in Great White. And he was also with Slash for a little bit and did some stuff. And now I have my own recording studio, Rip Fine Records. We do, recording, distribution, everything. And it's also a mini music store / rehearsal place. And also you can get lessons there. So my album came out last year. It was doing really good till COVID hit, and then it kind of like took a shit. So my manager, who was on yesterday that everybody was busting on, James, we were talking, and we don't know if we're going to re-release it or just do the next album, then release it later. But right now, everything's on hold like everybody else. And, I met Kelly through James, and, really kind of fell in love with her after hearing her story and stuff. I'm going through a cancer battle right now. I'm doing chemo and all. I've got 5 more treatments left and all, but I promised Kelly what I was going to do is I'm going to take, you know, whoever she wants, and hopefully you guys have a song that you want to donate, and I'm going to put the album together for her. And then from there, if she needs me to distribute it, I will, and then all the proceeds will go to her.
Oh, that's
But
awesome. Yeah.
that's what I'm bringing to the plate
Now,
for her. And
somebody,
anything along the way, I know that she's metal, but you know, I work with Cool in the Gang, a lot of people.
Wow.
this is
Jackal,
going
I
to be,
actually did lighting for Jackal for a while.
they're
I
on
love-
Pure
I love that.
Good friend
Steel,
of mine.
which they're on Pure Steel record label, which I have an entire brotherhood of 130 bands with the Pure Steel record label willing to work in, and I've gotten about, I don't know, through about 15 bands or so, and become friends with many, many, many people on that label as well. So that, I mean, just the interconnection is unbelievable here. We were talking about this compilation album. It's gonna be hundreds and hundreds of submissions. So
Wow.
I am overwhelmed and I'm so thankful. And when I was offered that deal by somebody else before, I want you to know all the proceeds will not go to me. 5% will go to the NORD, the National Organization for Rare Disorders, because they've saved my life in both countries. They're
Wow.
really good activists for what I do. They were on every event I've ever done. And also the Playing for Change Foundation, which puts music schools and schools in poverty-ridden places around the world. So just, you know, healing the world through music. We have 1 minute left. I'm so very, very sorry about that. But I just want to thank you guys so much for everything.
We love you.
Be
We love
strong, man. You're an inspiration. Believe that.
And
Yeah.
I said it the other day in the interview there, but if anybody would like my number or anything, you get in touch with me, you're more than welcome. Kelly will give you my info.
I think
Okay.
you all
Yeah.
should
I
always
mean,
keep
I don't
in
have
touch.
there's not a lot of
Yeah.
connections real quick. There's not a lot of connections here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa eats its own original talent, and it's more about cover bands and things like that. So, I mean, this place can make you really bitter because they don't do much for their own kind here. They just,
It's
It's not-
struggling really hard out there, and I have so many hearts out there, and it's really hard to watch, you know, because it was already a very small, populated, and struggling place to begin with.
the
You know?
whole deal real quick is that all the people that are from Oklahoma